Hello and welcome. Tonight's VeggieTales VeggieTown value book is Lost in Place, written by Cindy Kenny. This book is a lesson in overcoming fear and to always know that God is watching over you. I hope you enjoy it. Let's get started.
Junior, come out, wherever you are.
Laura called.
You'll never find me.
Junior Asparagus giggled as he darted down an alley and ran out onto a sidewalk. He dove behind some bushes and snuggled into a hiding spot. After a few minutes, Junior peeked around the bushes. No sign of Laura. In fact, there was no sign of anything familiar. Where was he? The sun began to set and darkness crept in. Still no sign of Laura. Junior slipped out from behind the bushes. He looked to his left, then to his right. He didn't know the way home.
Meanwhile, back at the asparagus house,
Laura described to Junior's mom and dad what happened.
I called and called his name, but he never came out,
she cried. Junior's mom and dad looked at each other. Where could Junior be?
In the meantime,
Junior tried to find his way home. He didn't recognize anything or anyone. Turning a corner, he headed down a dark alley. Was it just his imagination? Or was something watching him? As Junior neared the end of the alley, a large, square shadow with heavy footsteps approached.
footsteps?
Junior mumbled.
In VeggieTown?
Startled by the sound, Junior turned and ran the opposite direction. At the other end of the alley, two large shadows moved toward him. Junior heard heavy breathing. He choked back a tear.
Junior?
Called one of the figures.
How do they know my name?
He thought.
Junior, where are you?
Called the other voice. It was his mom and dad.
Boy, am I glad to see you guys. I was really scared,
Junior confessed.
A big monster was chasing after me.
Do you mean this nice police officer?
Asked Junior's mom. Junior turned around to see an officer smiling down at him.
We were worried too, Junior,
said his dad. He was out of breath after running all over VeggieTown.
But God watches over you. He's with you wherever you go.
If you put your trust in God, He will make you strong and help you through anything you're afraid of,
added his mom. Junior was glad to hear that, but he just wanted to go home.
The next day,
Junior refused to leave the house. Percy P. asked him to go to the park. Laura Carrot asked him to ride bikes. His mom and dad encouraged him to go over to a friend's house, but Junior was too afraid to go anywhere.
Let's go to the Treasure Trove bookstore,
Junior's mom suggested.
You can pick out a good book to read if you're going to stay home all day.
at the bookstore,
Mrs. Asparagus told Mr. O'Malley that Junior got lost. She asked him to help them find a good adventure to read.
Hey, it just so happens I have a story that takes place in outer space. Let's see, where is it now?
The Irish Potato shuffled through some books and said,
Here we go. It's right between the Using Your Noodle When You Doodle books and God is Bigger Than the Boogeyman It's called Lost in Place. Take a look at it, lad.
Inside the storybook, Junior saw a spaceship flying through a galaxy filled with stars and planets.
At that very moment,
4 words lifted up from the galaxy and swirled around Junior. 4 little words tumbling and twirling through shooting stars. Once upon a time.
once upon a time, all at once,
Whoosh! Junior was caught up in the stars and went racing, tumbling, twirling, and landed right inside a spaceship.
The ship's new crew member is here.
Don Quest called out to the Rattleson family.
Welcome to the Jitterbug 2.
Huh? Asked Junior, nervously looking around. Once again he found himself in unfamiliar territory.
what happened to Jitterbug 1?
Junior asked.
That bug lost its jitter in a meteor storm last year, but I got this ship up and running in no time, and we're back on course. This ship can jitterbug, do the Watusi, and dance a pretty mean hokey pokey.
A gourd with squinty eyes turned away from his telescope so he could analyze Junior.
What kind of experience do you have?
Blinked Junior.
That's Dr. Smirk, our ship's scientist.
Mr. Rattleson explained.
But his way of doing things is a little different if you ask me,
He whispered.
The Rattleson family is on their way to find a new home in the Alpha Beta solar system. But we can't find our way,
Dr. Smirk sneered.
we keep getting lost.
Added Mr. Rattleson as he checked several instruments on the Jitterbug 2.
Lost is an accurate answer.
Beeped a robot.
Dr. Smirk's direction formulas are incorrect. We didn't ask for your opinion, robot.
Barked Dr. Smirk. How do you do? Paul Rattleson said, changing the subject. We're the Rattleson family. This here's the rest of the clan. Ma, Penny, Will, and Judy.
Howdy!
Said Ma.
Can he help us find our way through this here solar system, Pa?
Asked Will.
Me?
Junior asked, surprised.
Just then,
The ship began to jitter,
hang on, everybody.
called Ma Rattleson.
How do we do that, Ma?
Asked Judy, looking down at her sides. No arms. The ship veered to the left, and everyone tipped left. The ship veered to the right, and everyone rolled back to the right. Then the ship bobbled up and down.
It's a meteor shower!
Don yelled. Everyone grabbed a shower cap and ran frantically around the ship.
I'll get some shampoo. I'll get the fresh towels. I'll get an umbrella. Get out of my way, you frazzle brain.
Will grumbled.
You get out of my way, you jittery jumping bean.
Penny griped in return.
Stop your fighting. We're in a crisis.
Yelled Ma Rattleson. The Jitterbug 2 crew bumped this way and that, causing more problems than helping. Then came the dreaded words. "We're off course. We've lost our place in space. Again!" Everyone stopped. They stared at the robot as he confirmed the announcement.
Oh no,
Gulped Junior. He knew his mom and dad wouldn't be able to save him this time.
Ah!
Screamed the Rattlesons.
When suddenly,
They heard someone yell,
stop! We probably shouldn't panic.
Junior suggested as he took a big gulp of air. Everyone stopped to stare at Junior. With all eyes focused on him, Junior wondered how he could help the crew of the Jitterbug 2.
Have you ever thought that we're not alone in all this?
Junior asked.
Nope,
Said Will.
not me.
Said Judy.
Not a chance.
Agreed Penny. Junior realized he felt alone, just like the others, then said to himself,
God watches over you. He is with you wherever you go. Hey, everybody. God is watching over us right now.
Junior began.
He never leaves us, even when we're in a different solar system.
Then Junior remembered his mom's words, too. If you put your trust in God, He will make you strong and help you through anything you're afraid of.
And God wants us to trust Him so He can help us find our way through anything. If we remember that, we can all figure out what to do.
Everyone blinked and looked at each other. Could this be true?
Finally,
Don Quest decided to speak.
I just followed Dr. Smirk's orders.
is that true?
Pa demanded. Dr. Smirk turned away.
I didn't want to mislead you, but I heard the Alpha Beta solar system only liked veggies who knew their ABCs.
He explained.
I don't know mine, so I was afraid no one would like me. So you give us bad directions?
Gasped Judy.
You went and got us lost on purpose?
Asked Will.
Dr. Smirk, you don't have to be afraid either.
Junior said.
No matter where you go, you're never alone because God is with you. It doesn't matter if you're lost or if you find yourself in a new situation. God will help you through anything. That message computes,
Agreed the robot.
Do not be afraid. I am with you. Don't be terrified. I am your God. I will make you strong and help you. Isaiah 41:10.
Don Quest buckled himself back in and turned the ship around, confident that God was watching over them. Ma and Pa turned back to the controls.
We need some help cleaning the shampoo off these livers. That ain't gonna be a problem, Ma. God can help us get through anything.
Said Will.
And I can help Dr. Smirk with his ABCs.
Said Penny. Dr. Smirk thanked Penny and started to work on a new formula. Knowing God was with him, he trusted he would find a new way to get to the Alpha Beta solar system. So he inserted a new direction formula into the robot.
Dr. Smirk's calculations are correct,
confirmed the robot.
We are back on course.
Everyone cheered. As the ship headed into the Alpha Beta solar system, several letters swirled into the view. The end. Junior waved goodbye as he was pulled back through space.
In a twinkling,
Junior found himself back inside the treasure trove bookstore.
Lost in place?
Asked Mrs. Asparagus.
Mr. O'Malley, do you have anything else? I don't think Junior wants to read about getting lost.
That's okay, Mom. I'm never alone because God is with me,
Junior told her.
Oi, lad, that's true,
Mr. O'Malley said with a wink. Just then, the little bell above the treasure trove bookstore's door began to twinkle. The family that entered looked just like the Rattleson family from the Jitterbug 2.
Excuse us,
said the older grape.
I think we're lost. We sure could use some directions.
Aye, I'd be happy to help, sir.
Mr. O'Malley said.
What are you looking for?
Planet Earth.
Junior couldn't hide his surprise.
Well, then there's no need to fear,
Mr. O'Malley answered.
You've already found it.
Well, that's the end of Lost in Space. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you have a good night, and I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Leave a like down below or a little comment. And if you'd like to see more, please subscribe. Thank you again.